Extraordinary drama in Game 7 last night in Philly. The Hawks bouncing the Sixers. Doc Rivers a part of the story. He's now lost 4 straight Game 7s, tied for the longest such streak ever. He has 29 losses with a chance to clinch a playoff series, the most by a head coach in NBA history. And as I bring P.J. and Perk back into the conversation, we weren't talking about Doc at the beginning. We were talking about Ben Simmons, and I wanted to pick up where we left off. Big Perk, in your opinion, this has been called the process for an awful long time, and we have been trying to figure out some way to unlock Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons together. If it was up to you, Big Perk, did that come to an end last night?
Yes, Greeny, hell yeah. Nothing is processing no more, okay? It's been canceled, okay? The cancellation and it's confirmed. And here's why. Look, Joel Embiid needs a guy around him that's going to be able to get buckets and help him out. If you watched him late in the game, he was fatigued because he had to carry so much workload. He had to do so much because of the lack of ability of the production with Ben Simmons on the offensive end. He need a guy that's a certified Robin that can go get buckets. We have to remember, Joel Embiid is 7 foot, 275, 280 pounds. Yes, he's special, but he's also injury prone. He also has a lot of wear and tear on his body at an early age. So they have to get rid of Ben Simmons. I'm sitting up here saying that right now on the get up to Greeny and Coach P.J., they need to trade Ben Simmons.
I think a lot of people feel that way. He's not Batman, he's not Robin, he's sort of the Riddler in this regard because it's a riddle that no one has been able to solve. So, PJ, we mentioned at the beginning, he has 4 years and $146 million left on his contract. So how would you see that? If the Sixers do, look, we just lost Big Perk. PJ, if the Sixers do decide that's something they want to seriously explore, how does that look? What then happens?
Well, I mean, there's no secret. Everybody's watching what's going on. They'll be able to trade him. What kind of value they're going to get back, I don't know. Clearly, it's Doc, it's Daryl Morey. Probably more important, exactly what Perk is alluding to. It's what their teammates feel right now. If those guys feel there's no way this is going to happen, then they have to trade him. That's not a desirable situation if you're a GM when the whole league knows you have to get rid of a guy with that kind of contract.
Okay, so let's leave that one there for the moment. I want to move back to something that it now feels like it was a very long time ago, but the classic that we saw on Saturday night, Nets and Bucks, a Game 7 that goes to overtime. And we will have plenty of time to talk about Milwaukee as they go forward. They will open against Atlanta. Game 1 in the East is Wednesday night. But Big Perk, what did Kevin Durant show you in Games 5 and 7 of that series? As you watch those performances, what do you want to say about KD today?
Well, Greeny, it just stamped what you and I were always saying, that he's the greatest scorer of all time, okay? But now he's taken the throne, and he's the best player of all time. The best thing that happened for Kevin Durant, and I'm not saying it in a negative way, was the injuries to Kyrie Irving and James Harden, because we were able to see him do other things on the court. We were able to see him run the point forward position, get others involved, rebound at a high level, watch him lock in defensively. And boy, it's a joy to watch him play on the offensive end. He's such a magician how he's able to score the ball. So right now, looking at Kevin Durant and what he did against the Milwaukee Bucks, although they lost, he is the best player in the world today, hands down.
I think that's right. And you know, PJ, it's interesting for a guy who was a 2-time NBA champion and a league MVP and obviously has been highly regarded. It is remarkable that I think his legacy, that it was a legacy transforming week for him in a positive way in a series that he loses. I think there was something missing from KD as far as a lot of people's perception of him, and I think he proved it even in defeat this past week. What do you think?
I think maybe they didn't realize. I mean, I was lucky enough to get to coach he and Jeff Green when they were rookies. He is the best player in the league. He's also 4 years younger than LeBron. LeBron's the only one you can compare with him, and he's 4 years younger than LeBron. I mean, he's incredible. He played 48 minutes in Game 5, which was ridiculous. That game, he played 53 in Game 7. I mean, it's absurd, and Perk makes a great point. Played both ends of the floor. He's third in the playoffs in block shots. He's up there in steals. He's magnificent, and he's a heck of a person on top of that. He's a great teammate.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.